Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, people from my side of the world. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to my bro, the Waffle Don. Good evening, wherever in the world y'all forward from and at the stream. Big up to you. Thank you for your time and your viewership. Make sure that you are subscribing to Waffle Don TV. Make sure you are paying your rent, hitting the like as you enter the chat. If you stay in, let us know your thoughts and feelings as we get into the topics that we're going to discuss today. The break is over. North London Derby settings. But before we get into all that, my bro Waffle Down, what you saying? How you feeling, bro? Why can't I hear you? I was hearing you just fine a minute ago. Can you hear me? I don't know. Chat, can you hear Waffle Down? Because I can't. I have to make sure my settings aren't fucked up. I could hear him just fine backstage. YouTube does this craziness, you know. StreamYard does this craziness. You have to go with the flow sometimes. Technical difficulties, they say. Yeah, I didn't mute him. He wasn't muted from my end. I didn't see the mute signal. I could hear him fine just backstage, Gutter for Life. I could hear him just fine before we popped on stream. I said radio silence for me. But as the Waffle Down pops back in, say big up to Jordan in the house. Guna SC, lodge up yourself. Wahaha, the legend is here. Hey, what you saying, man? Hope you are well. Gary, the monster in the building. Gunner for Life 82. What you saying? Hope you are good too, my G. Nems is with us, hopefully for another Liverpool L. Yep. Radio silence. But people, that's what it is, right? The North London Derby is over. Break done. Break finished. Back to business, as I put in the title. Now, Tottenham Hotspur would love nothing more than to come to Arsenal and end our season. And there's two possible results that every Arsenal fan is contemplating: a draw, which is terrible, or a win. I haven't heard any Arsenal fan on any panel that I've gone on to say a Spurs win. I haven't heard any Spurs fan that I've streamed with or seen on a stream, a panel, predict a Spurs win. Most of them are predicting a draw and are cool with it, right? So that tells me that the Spurs Nation will be comfortable with a draw because they know a draw actually hurts us badly. And I think based on the Liverpool-Newcastle result before I said Liverpool, the City-Newcastle result before we play, we will know how Tottenham are going to set up to attack us tomorrow.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, perfect.
Can you hear me?
Perfect. You are in the game, my G.
Okay.
Put him
I
in,
don't know what
coach.
happened there, man.
Yeah, that man said that man is as mute as Charlie Chaplin.
Big up to the chat and everything, man.
Yeah, man, big up to the chat, big up to everyone. Bro, across the panels, across the YouTube spaces, I see everyone, do their predictions, doing their analysis. And everyone is, Arsenal heavy favorites to win. A draw is a terrible result. No one is expecting a Spurs win. If Spurs win, it's an upset. That's based on where we are in the league, our title aspirations, where Tottenham are in the league, their title aspirations, new manager and all that. But Tottenham also have 11 injuries, as you pointed out earlier this week in one of your streams, right? There is no possible way that Arsenal can lose this fixture, right?
Oh no, Arsenal can lose this fixture. Every game, there is a small percentage that a team can lose. I think some of those injuries. I don't know if you saw Latvian. I think he put that some of the players that we thought were injured were coming back. Every manager's doing the Koi thing now. Wani, I heard he's back to training. I think he had a broken jaw or something, but they're gonna put something on his jaw. There's a few players that he mentioned for Spurs that are coming back that are decent players that can make the game a little bit more, eventful. as confident as I am in winning this game, there's always it's a North London derby, isn't it? So anything can happen. I am confident, but it is what it is. Papa Sarr and Bergval, they're fit and available as well. We heard they were injured in the international break as well. We're going to be the favourites against probably 99% of teams in the Premier League, even against the teams like City and Liverpool, especially at home. So this isn't nothing new to us. You know, we're going to go into most games as the favourites. What we don't want to happen in this game is clearly we don't want a loss and we don't want a draw. So all we're looking for is 3 points. And I don't care how it comes, if it's ugly, if it's set pieces, if it's a penalty, you know, I don't care how the win comes, just as long as we get the win, because we need to get back on track. That Sunderland game, it wasn't a good draw. It felt like 2 points dropped, in my opinion. And we can babble on about how good Sunderland are at home, but Sunderland are going to get battered at home by a team we probably don't even, you know what I mean? You know, when BBK says, well, we didn't see that coming. That's going to happen to Sunderland one of these days at home.
Yeah.
And then Arsenal fans are going to be looking at themselves now. Was Sunderland really that good, or did we just allow them back into the game? I can see that happening.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those things where
Get that Nems out the chat as well. He's already playing mind games already on me, man. I don't like this Nems on watch-alongs, man. Get him out of the chat, man. Spurs 2-0. Spurs win. Look, he's already trying to talk it into existence, man.
I see him with the judge.
Shout out to Boy 10 in the building.
Yeah, man. Big up to Boy 10 and all. Everyone in the chat. Big up, man. Make sure that you are hitting the likes and all. But so when I say when a Everton or a Fulham or someone go to Stadium of Light, they won't play the same way they play against Arsenal. Like that was a big moment for them, right? And they got up for it. Because I've seen these same men struggle to beat Angers Forest. You know, Angers Nottingham Forest. They struggle to beat, but you know, it's one of them ones where they get up to you play up to the competition, so to speak. But I saw an interview last night on Sky Sports, man, where they're into the injury report said he's injured and won't play, but they were interviewing on Sky Sports last night. A man was talking like he is gonna play in Kudus, you know. So I think he was the way that he's talking in the North London derby. You think they would interview someone that's actually gonna play? And if he is not gonna play, the way he was talking, you would think he might be like a game time decision, you know, to actually play. And I think he is one of their better players, if not their best player available in form. Attacking wise, I don't rate any of their attackers. I think Tell is garbage. Richarlison is just a wind-up merchant. Brennan Johnson,
Odegaard as well. Odegaard as well.
Yeah, Odegaard.
You know, I wouldn't go to personally. I wouldn't go to say that these players are garbage. I just think that they're young, inexperienced, and I think there's time to improve with
Tell
these
shit,
players.
bro. Tell his shit. His shit. The like when Vincent Kompany went to Bayern, man said, "Hey, I got Elise, I got Nabry, I got Sane, I got all these wingers. Go find you a club." And man thought he was actually good and said, "Nah, I'm going to transfer window open." He was linked with Tottenham. Man said, "Nah, I ain't going to Tottenham." Thinking clubs were going to come in for him. Transfer window ends. Only Tottenham went in for him. Like we
were interested in him as well, though, weren't we? His name kept coming up on our like transfer.
That's his
rumors.
agent trying to drop up his cost, bro. That was his agent playing mind games. He is brother. He is not good, man. He's off. You know? He is not a player.
If he scores on Sunday, you know, I'm gonna cuss your arse, you know, brother. I'm telling you.
I mean, he could score. If he scored, we win the game 5-1. Calm.
He's that type of guy that would score as well. That's the thing about this guy as well.
Yeah, you know, because I don't think Brian Bobby is a world beater, but he scored against us. You know, the ball can ping pong around in the box and someone can score. But must be a 3-0. I want goals to be the most Bandulu things. I actually want us to pepper Tottenham. Like we owe them a proper beating. You know, like the 5-1 that we put on City last year. That would have been even more comforting if we had beaten Spurs that way. The way we battered Real Madrid, that's how I want to do the Spurs, man. We owe these men a beating, bro. It's been time. You know, Liverpool get an L every failed trading attempt by them. He keeps trying him. Even more garbage. He is the worst of the bunch. He needs to put this on his shirt. He needs to take Shabby off of his shirt because he's full of people with that Shabby. That name, he's not doing it any justice. Big up to the bro that is Aaron. Aaron talks football.
Aaron in the building. Big up to Aaron, man.
He's hope you are good, my G. In my opinion, we should go all out for Ivan Toney in January. Now, brother, this was a talking point yesterday on the Bruce Banana that we the panel discussed, and it was split. Like some of us said yay, some said nay. That should Arteta be backed in January? It's split opinion. Some people are saying, bro, we can't be having the best squad. Say we have the best squad, and then he still needs more, or back him some more for what? He has everything he's needed. Back him some more for what? He's trying to get rid of players in Ethan XYZ. Do you think he should be backed in January? Further backed?
I'll go so far to say Berta should be backed, if anything.
Big up, Aaron.
Berta identifies someone, because the thing is, yeah, we can say, oh, best squad and all that nonsense, and you know, Arteta should be backed, he shouldn't be backed, but the main guy is Berta, isn't it? And if there's a deal that we can, you know, we can get someone who's quality, not just any old, you know, any old douchebag, as you Americans say. If we can get anyone decent, half decent, that is a top player for good coin, then why not? Then why not bring someone in? Because if we can bring that player in, that only boosts our team, that only makes us stronger, that only makes our squad stronger. You know, we don't have natural wingers per se. I've had this conversation. The only natural winger we have is Madueke. Now, when you look at that for a top club like Arsenal, it's not good enough, really. You know, we're paying these men top coin, and that's not even their positions. Yes, they're marathon runners. They can get up and down the touchline, and but you know, they're going to give you good games. They're not going to give you good games. You know, a natural winger, his mind is to always, you know, maybe try to beat his man, maybe try to get to the touchline. Like, look at the players like, and I'm going to talk about two players quickly, Esteval and Elise. Proper wingers. Proper wingers. They can play left, they can play on the right, they can take you inside, they can take it outside. You know, they can cross, they can score, you know, they can dribble. They've got all these facets to their game, whilst we have players that are good. You know, Saka, I would say, is top class, in my opinion. You know, sometimes not great, but you know, he's very good at what he does. So if an opportunity, you know, comes around, say like a Semenyo, do you know what? I'm gonna be quite clear now about Semenyo now. I really am not fussed about Semenyo. I know Semenyo is the next big thing right now, yeah. But if you said to me, Rodrigo to Arsenal, 50 million, I'm taking him, man. I'm taking that guy straight. I'm taking him straight. Pause, yeah. Because we spoke on this guy before the transfer window closed shut. And we were fixated on getting Rodrigo. Semenyo, yeah, he's good, you know. But what would he be like in a top team? There's questions.
It's a question. It's a fair challenge.
It's got a challenge for him. You know, does he suit Liverpool's play? Would he suit Arsenal's play? Probably. But there's still those questions. Yes, he's Premier League proven. Yep, there's that tick box as well, because we as fans, we always want the tick boxes, innit? The tick boxes. But there's also risk as well. You know, he's never played in the Champions League before. He's never been in a title race. He's never come to a team that you know, are a top team and they're looking to get back to the top. You know, like Liverpool. Liverpool at the moment, you know, they're not going through the greatest of times. So it's not like he's coming in when Liverpool are at the top of their game. Yeah, he's coming. Actually, he's not gone to Liverpool yet. So let me bun that off first. Yeah. If he came to Arsenal, I think he improves us magnificently. I think he does improve us on the left-hand side because there's something about him. You know, there's that power, that's that agility. But there's been games that he goes missing in. There's been games in the past that he's gone missing in. He went missing in the Man City game. People are going to say, well, do you know what? It's only one game. But these are the games that you want your players to perform in. And as Boy 10 said, my boy, yeah, my Turkish brother, my Turkish Abi, these players are gettable. Yeah, these players, I like young players because they're fearless, bro. That's the thing. They're not worried. They're not worried to take on their man. They're not brainwashed by the Arteta system where you have to do this and you have to do that. They express themselves, and this is the type of players I think we need right now. Not the robotic system. You do this, you run up and down. We need players that are going to get people off their seats. Chelsea are looking at Quenda right now. This guy gets players off their seats. Yeah, international duty. Mans was like getting up. We need players like that. None of this. I can't get the ball. I want to pass it back. I don't want none of that. I want players that maybe, yeah, you take on a man. All right, you've lost the ball, but at least you tried. At least you took the risk. Those are the players I want in my team right now. Big up to Aaron as well, man. Aaron talks as well. Make sure you go and subscribe to him as well. Big up.
Now, I like what you said there about it, because that was kind of my answer. Like what you said about Bertha. Yeah, this was my thinking. Yeah, if Bertha sees the need that we need to fill in the team, then it's really out of Arteta's hands, really, because he is the sporting director. If the sporting director says, "Hey, I think we need to fill this gap," and he gets the profile of player, then it's on the coach's job to use him. Now, I also believe that if Arteta walks into Bertha's office in January and say, "Hey, I need 80 million to go get Yildiz," I believe Bertha is well within his right to say no.
Of course.
You know, to say, "No, you this is the squad you've built, you know, over the course of, you know, X of many years. I believe it's good enough to win." So,
but what's Yildiz done to command 8? Did you say 80 million?
Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna want for him.
No, come on, calm down. Come, he's not done nothing in his career to come. You know.
So why do we want him then if he hasn't done anything?
Because stylistically, he's talented, bro, man. I've watched him play for Juve. I've watched him play international games as well, and he's the player that you want Martinelli to be. That's who he is. He's that type of player, you know, and he's very good. You know, he can dribble. He's got speed. You know, he reads the game very well for a youngster as well. And you know, these Turkish brothers, yeah, they're fearless, bro. Look at the guy at Real Madrid. What's his name? I'll take him as well. What's his name? Yeah, Güler. I'll take Güler. You know what I mean? Yeah, these players, man, they're special type of players. You want these type of players in your team now. You know, if we're gonna build a team, yeah, why don't we just build a Galactico? Yeah, why don't we build the next? You know what I mean? The next Thierry Henrys, the next Vieiras. You know, look at Dalman already, looking like a baller. You know, the minute he starts to, you know, get a little bit older, starts to bulk up. Even though I don't really do the age thing because I feel that he can play now, but there is a level of protection and safeguarding. I get that, but
70 million, bro.
Opinions in it. It's a preference, isn't it?
Market SofaScore got him rated at 75 million euro for a guy that scored.
We're getting for 50. Bertha, we're getting for 55, man. Don't worry, or 50. Bertha, we're getting for 50, man. We get him on a loan, and then we pay 50 and tell him.
If he can pull that off, especially in Jan.
Bertha's got his brother now, this Marcelli or whatever his name is now. So the links are there. Hold a little 10 million. Let me just have this brother on loan, see what he can do. You know, the links are there, my brother. Just cool yourself.
Yeah, Gunner for Life said we need a natural left back too, brother. So I was at a bar, a Scottish pub, watching Scotland versus Denmark, and I was sitting next to a Scottish brother that was stressed, bro. And I told him if Kieran Tierney, when Tierney comes on, I said if it falls to him, you're safe. And when that ball dropped to Tierney, I was the loudest one in the bar because it was him. I was so happy for that guy when he hit that, curled it into the corner. What a hit. We'll let him go for free, you know. Bad boy. But I don't think a left back is in the works, man. I think there is enough cover there between Nkapie and
Calafiori.
Because as a matter of fact, I think Nkapie starts on Sunday, bro.
I was talking about that. I was saying that.
I think he starts. I starts at left back, you know, not at left center back, at left back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think it's gonna be him, Mosquera, Saliba, and Timber? I think that's what it's
you say you started left back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you started centre back, bro.
I think he starts at left back because if he starts Calafiori, if the national team sends back Calafiori because he's injured, and then Arteta plays him and re-injures him because we got to stop rushing players. But if the man is injured, he's injured, bro.
No, he did say on his press conference, because I was watching it. He did say, yeah, obviously he came back and stuff. I think Arteta's going to do is training session tomorrow, see who's good in that training session, and then he's going to probably assess who plays from that training session on the Sunday. That's what I see him doing. Because you know what he said as well in his press conference, yeah? He's saying injuries happen, it's part of the game. So he's going to play, he's going to do whatever he needs to do.
Right? If Italy was in a qualifier and Calafiori wasn't good enough to start that, a qualifier, because they held 4. They held 4 from Norway, bro. It was comical watching Erling Haaland beat up his teammate Donnarumma in goal, the way he was peppering him, you know. And Calafiori wasn't fit to start that because Italy didn't want to hold 4. If he was fit enough to start, he would have played that game.
What injury has he got? What's his injury?
Hip.
Oh, hip. Okay.
Hip injury, yeah. Hip injury and physical discomfort. Like, he has a history of rushing players back.
Yeah, we know that. We know this.
Havertz back last year versus Newcastle. First game of the season, Havertz goes down. He rushed Saka back last year for Champions League game. 3 weeks in the season, Saka's out. He rushes players back. Do not rush him back. You have cover there. You know, you're doing short-term pain.
Yeah, but that's an assumption. Yeah, we don't know he's going to start, do we? He might not even start on Sunday.
I don't want him to start.
Yeah, he may not even play on Sunday. So I think until Sunday and that team sheet comes out, which I usually share with the group, 15 guns. Big up yourselves.
Big up.
We don't know any, but I think the questions start if we see that name down on the team sheet.
Aaron said he's just like this stream. Don't be lazy like me and smash that. I do forget sometimes, but even your streams, brother. Sometimes when I'm locked in, it's when the stream ends I realize that I haven't liked the stream, brother. And I'm like, shit, man. It happens. But LFC Monster here makes a good point. He says, a plus for Semenyo is that even at Bournemouth, he has come up against low block and has been successful in those games. They do play good football at Bournemouth. And Iraola has shown to be tactically astute. We have an established style of play. We don't, even though we don't like it. You know, our build-up is slow. You know, it's side to side. We probe. We look for the opening. We look for the mistake, and then we try to make teams pay. We don't really just press teams and try to trap them in their half. We typically let teams have the ball because then we know Arteta trusts that you can't play through us, so you can have it. So we'll press you when we need to, but we don't have to. You know, who
out of our players or wingers keeps the ball the most? Would it be Saka?
Yep. You damn near have to foul him to get the ball. He shields the ball very well, you know.
On the left, Trossard's
okay at ball
he's okay. We know Martinelli just kicks it forward and goes for it.
He kicks it forward or he recycles it.
Yeah. So Semenyo, we know what he does. He gets the ball and he looks to take on players in it, and he's got brute strength as well. We know that as well. We know he's a strong baller as well. Good thing that Ghana ain't in the AFCON this season, because you know what, man will be vexed. And he gets GA as well. That's one of the good things about him as well. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been wanting like Antoine, for like couple of seasons now. I've been speaking about him for a couple of seasons. And you know what? Maybe he's the guy, innit? But I can't see us dropping that 75 bag or 65 on him.
Yeah,
he wants Liverpool, doesn't he? Apparently he wants Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, they're gonna want these Italian clubs, man. That league is broke. You know, they have no money. They're gonna want big money. That's why so many old people are there, right? That's why Kevin De Bruyne and all these old men are there, because they can't afford young
old people, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like the grand
retirement home, yeah.
Yeah, they go from the La Liga or Prem to the Serie A, then they come to MLS when they're ancient. You know, that seems like to be the transition. But they're gonna want some serious money for him, and especially if it's January, you add another 10 mil to that, because you know I do think if we're leading the Premier League in January, then we won't. But I think if we're somehow find ourselves behind, then obviously if we're in the chase come January, then the squad will have deemed to be not good enough because you're behind. But if we're close or we're ahead, I don't think we will get anyone in Jan. Now, go on.
No. Go on.
No, I was saying, so speaking about Jan and, you know, moves and this and that, I know you've seen the Ethan story, the free Ethan thing, and it's starting to grow legs, bro, and I don't like it. It actually makes me uneasy. That if we talk about our squad depth and then we're going to self-inflict a shortage in our squad, because Odegaard's looks like it's going to be an injury-prone season for him. He's in and out. So, for example, say Odegaard is out like he is now. What if
Isn't he starting on Sunday? Or I heard there's talk that he might be playing on Sunday.
He might be available. I can't see him start.
Oh, okay, available.
You know? But say he's out like he is now or has been, and then Eze does a Saliba and rolls his ankle during warm-up at Anfield and can't play. Then we need Ethan, don't we? Like we're not that deep there to be loaning players out just because they're not playing.
How have we got the best squad then, man? I thought this best squad's nonsense, man. Why do we always have to have the best? Why can't we be like we've got a steady squad? Yeah, you know what? We're building up a good squad. Yeah, because for me, City's still got the best squad, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Best squad.
I agree with that. I do, but like, why is this getting traction, bro? Why is this Ethan thing starting to grow? And if I'm looking at the squad and we're thin there, because right now
he wants to play football. It's clear that he wants to play football. You know, he's probably had making assumptions again, dangerous thing, but he's probably like frustrated. You know, they were calling him the Wonder Kid not too long ago, and he wants to play football, and I don't blame him. And for a player that wants to be ambitious, as much as I don't want him to go on loan, I can see why he wants to go on loan, because he's not playing games, man. You know what I mean? You're at that age, your influential age, where you just want to play games. You know, he's not a bad player. He's a very good player, and we have to respect. You know, just because he's a young man doesn't mean that he can't make the right choices. And, you know, if Arteta doesn't want him to play, then you know what? He goes somewhere else. Simple as that. You know, you make promises, you give a man a contract, yeah, but you still don't play him, yeah. And sorry, I've seen times where he's done much more in a game than Mourinho has, yeah, but he still doesn't even get, you know, a bring in. So it's frustrating, man.
I hear what you're saying, boy 10. So just let 1 year develop. He's still OT, but you can't develop without football, without playing, right? And here's the thing: the very limited minutes that Ethan got last year in the Premier League, he proved that he belongs at this level.
Was Saka developing when he started at 17, yeah, and he was playing like games?
That's why he got a new contract. He proved that he in less than 900 minutes, he stated his claim and he made his case. Now, we can't do, right? We can't have Arteta out here throwing away league titles, throwing away league cups, throwing away FA Cups, throwing away Europa Leagues, and then throw away our future stars. Fuck that. We can't have him do that. Nope. Nope, no. Ethan Wanieri is more important to Arsenal club's future than Mikel Arteta. Right? Because there will be coaches lined up to come coach this team should he go. And when coaches come to teams, they need players like Ethan because he creates, score goals win games. So I do not want to see this. As much as I want to see him play, I don't want to see him leave. Like Shane and I disagree on this massively because Shane wants to see him go on loan for his sake to develop. But as much as I love Ethan, I love Arsenal more. And I know that come January, bro, there's going to be so many fixtures. Things happen. You have to plan for injuries and all that, especially now when we have every single striker on the book injured. All our Gabbies are injured, every single one of them.
Have you noticed that managers, they only stumble on these young players when there's massive injuries?
Yeah, when they're in the jam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they're in the jam, when they're in jail. Okay, we've got this player now. It's almost like they're using them. They're using these youngsters. Just keep them on the bench. Get their hopes up high. Never play. You know what it's like, BBK, man. You're a youngster. You're on the bench. Yeah, you're hoping. Yeah, game upon game to get a little 5 minutes on the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Just a little 5 minutes. Just to run around. And Wanyeri, for me, he's just been messed about too much. I don't care whether you're an Arteta in fan or a Arteta out fan. Yeah, there has been games that you could have given him a bit of exposure, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Last 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah, just to give him that hope, innit? I'm a little bit, annoyed about that. Yes, we are trying to win, competitions and stuff as well. I get it, but come on, man. Our midfield, some of our midfield performances haven't been the greatest, man. Sometimes we've lacked creativity, and it's just been that solid fit. That's the thing as well. Arteta is one of them type of old school managers. He loves the big physical players. I don't know whether he likes all that technical ability and all that kind of stuff. It's just system, innit?
Yeah. Yeah. Monster said we can drop 65 M's for Semenyo, no problem. But if we do, it's got to be on top of a center back, which is a must for us. So that makes, I think this could even play into the transfer strategy, because if Arsenal are in January, if Berta and Arteta sees the challengers in Liverpool and Chelsea and City bolstering their squad, that might force us to react. Right, if Liverpool is close to us and then they're going to add, then they might sit in the boardroom and be like, "Hey, fellas, we might need to do something here because these men are stacking up ammo. We need to react to that." Or we could be the big boys of London and be proactive. That way we don't have to be so damn reactionary. But what we can't do is, the squad depth was meant to be the flex. Right, the defense and the squad depth is the flex for Arsenal. So don't weaken your squad on purpose. The injuries will do it for you. Do not loan players out. Just find a way to get them in the team. Right? So play better football.
Wins the Premier League then, yeah, boy 10, yeah, and the quadruple, yeah. Let's see if we win it all with the best squad, yeah. Because that statement, yeah, is gonna be clipped by myself, yeah. We got the best squads, so we're gonna win the quadruple. So
but he's been saying that to be
win the EFL. I expect to win the FA Cup. I expect to win the Champions League, and I expect to win the Premier League as well. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, Boy 10's been saying that for time. To be fair to him, he's been saying quad. He's the only one in the space.
Yeah, we are still on for the quadruple. We are. It's we're not out of anything. But the minute we go out of a cup, my brother, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, Palace aren't any punks. We have a tough draw.
Game,
Yeah, I think we have the toughest of the bunch. Chelsea are in the quarters. They got Cardiff. We have the toughest of the bunch.
The thing about this EFL Cup, yeah, is that we're going to get the toughest route getting to that final. You know that? Yeah. We think it's going to be the easiest cup to win, but that's going to be the toughest route. Yeah, we'll probably buck Man City if we beat Palace. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah. That's what will make the victory even better.
Even sweeter.
We get City in the semis and then have to play Chelsea in the final. But give me Chelsea in the final. I fancy us against Chelsea at Wembley.
Yeah. Chelsea. Yeah, I'll
Like it.
I'll play Chelsea, man.
I like it. Then you will hear Estevao is greater than Saka and this guy and that guy. So the Palmer thing didn't work, so they have to try Estevao now. Find minutes for Ethan, or ultimately he's gonna find minutes for him. And there's only one guy that can do that. So the strategy for to get Ethan in the team, bro, it's just not wait for
But where are those minutes, though? We're talking, though, but where are those minutes?
You have to create them. So you play better football, you score more goals, you kill the game off early, and you bring him on instead of scoring one goal and locking up shop. Because then he won't play in those games. Because you're locking up shop means you're bringing on Mascara, you're bringing on Norgard, you're bringing on Nketiah.
We played early in the season, though, like against Forest and
when Odegaard got injured. Yeah. He played in both games that Odegaard get injured at the Emirates. He played. Other than that, he's only played in the cup games against.
But if God forbid, if an injury happens to Eze, then he comes in.
He has to. Now, if that happens and then he brings Marino into the midfield or shifts the team around and do all this craziness, then this Ethan on loan thing will start to grow more legs. That he doesn't trust him and all this fuckery. Big up to Gunner for life again. Say facts. I'm fuming with how Ethan is being treated. It started from the end of last season. Arteta doesn't want him. It's disgraceful. But he re-signed. He made him resign. He saw something. Someone said something to him to make him resign, because he would have been scooped up. He would not have been unemployed for long. If he wanted to leave Arsenal.
Isn't it? Chelsea wanted him.
Yes, Kelly should be starting in the midfield. And them two, they have something. They link up so well on the pitch, man. That one dude at the ball ground where you play with, and he's just, you and him just have that telepathy. Like, and they have something when they link up on that left side of the pitch, man. We're still up for the quadruple. No one needs to be loaned out yet. Jesus, the Q word triggers me. I'm not gonna lie. Big up to Jagas in the house. If the fans opt into stupidness by talking it up on these fan channels, then guess what? The club will do it. Bro, hell no. Bro. You think they listen to us? If they listen to us, they would have sacked Arteta a long time ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then the biggest fan channels like AFTV don't want him loaned out either. So, Ethan stays if they're listening to us. It should be the Quinter. Big up the dial. So the French toast down in the village. Not the waffle, not the pancake. The French toast.
Big up to Oregon Goon, man. Big up to Dar. Hey, Dar, you're too quiet in the chat, man. I need to hear you, man.
Big up to Mido as well. And let
Mido, man. Big up, man.
There. Big him up. Is he on with you in my feeling show this week?
Who?
Mido. Oh. Is he on with you? Is he on your channel?
No. Do you know what? I'm just
one-off.
I'm just throwing in that StreamYard link. Those want to come. If they don't, then I'm not bothered. I'm just gonna chat anyway. I
thought you were on with Mido like you were last week, or was it this week? You did a show with Mido, didn't it?
No, Mido's show is called Perspectives.
Perspective. Okay, cool. Yeah. Damn, man, putting in work. I'll be forgetting the shows. There's 2Gs, there's Perspective, there's In My Field. Listen, people, make sure that
we need to have another show as well. This warm up, this is too basic, man. I need to have like a show where
I'm here for you, bro.
Going mad.
Yeah. Saka's form has been suspect. Madueke injured. You can't tell me there's no scope to give Onyeri minutes at left wing where he scored a number of goals last season. Right there with you, boy. 10. We're saying the same thing, but it's not happening. So something is off. There's a disconnect somewhere. You don't need. I don't have coaching badges. You don't, but there's a guy who does, and he makes $50 million a year, and he's not doing what we think should be done.
The thing with Saka as well. And I'm going to talk on it later, because it's almost like he just does the bare minimum. Yeah, the bare minimum. So he score a goal here and there, and then everyone will forget about all the nonsense play and everything, because I've seen games this season and I've not really been happy, and I could give him excuses. Maybe it's down to lethargy, or maybe he's still carrying an injury or whatever, but the goals are covering up some of the other stuff as well. Mate, I don't know, but I'm going to talk on it later, and I'm not going to be dissing my guy, so it's not going to be a negative thing. It's just going to just have an outlook on,
I hear it. Big up to Gianni.
Big up Gianni.
Football encyclopedia that he is. There are more fan channels saying not to sack Arteta, so he hasn't been sacked. It's not like with Emery, where 80% of the fan channels wanted him sacked, that he got sacked. Well, then Ethan ain't going nowhere then, because none of the fan channels are saying that Ethan should go. We love Ethan. He's one of our own. Don't send him on loan. What clubs will be taking Ethan if he actually becomes available for loan? I think you could see, if we are going to send him on loan, which shouldn't happen. I want him to go to a club that develops attacking players, right? Like a Brighton or Dortmund. You know, not no fucking championship team. Don't send him to Wolves. You know, with the loser mentality down there. And he needs to go to a club that's gonna help him help us in the long run. And 100%. I think. So he just woke up. Yeah, that is on my time zone. You know, it's early. Yeah. So yeah, he just woke up. Big up to Darren. Big up to the doc in the house. Say smash the likes. Like you would that gal with the big old gyat, the nyash. This guy.
Well, I'm so glad my missus ain't here, man. She's hearing this nastiness, brother. Disgusting talk.
He's had to be guaranteed minutes, though. Yeah, man. Give the boy some minutes. Watch him develop and watch him cook this league. Big up to Guna Rican in the DR. Hey, the PR in the DR. Enjoying a well-needed rest for Arsenal.
Nice.
Hey, man. Stay away from the hard rock, man, bro. You might come back married. Big up, man. So, bro, North London derby, man. Must win for the Arsenal. We haven't lost to this bunch at the Emirates. The last time we dropped points to this bunch was the Jorginho giveaway when he gave the ball to Maddison. They went down and Son scored. Ever since then, it's been all us. They have injuries. We have injuries. We're at home. They're good on the road. We're great at home. You know, all signs point to an Arsenal win. What you saying for this game? Your prediction, my guy?
Well, first of all, I'm going to give you a little bit of a monologue first before I give you the prediction. It always going to be like that. I'm kind of getting overhyped vibes for this game.
Yeah,
it's not going to be as exciting, but I might be wrong. Don't quote the waffledon. Can clip me all day long though. I just get that vibe. The North London derbies don't seem to be what they used to be. No bad boy strikers in this game. Two managers that I would say are not attack minded. Firstly, more tactically defensive minded. So, you've got Arteta's defensive minded thinking, score a goal and just shut up shop. While you've got Thomas Frank that wants to keep it tight, and then maybe, nick a goal, on the counter attack. So, but in previous times, we know that Thomas Frank has got the better of Arteta for Brentford. I remember that game when they slapped us up, man, at Brentford, man. I was so upset, bro. I was so vexed that game, man. I can't remember if it was a 2-0 or 3-0. I can't remember what it was, but they slapped us up, man. Tony and what's his name in Burma. But anyway, it's different times now. He's at a bigger club. I just see this game, man. I don't see this game being the big ticket. I just see it being maybe, a low score line. I do foresee a player getting injured. I don't know who it's going to be. I really don't know who it's going to be. I can see someone getting injured, though, in this game.
For us or them?
I believe that this is the year of the injured. And you can put that in your spliff as well, BBK as well. Yeah, nasty November and the year of the injured. Players are going to be dropping like flies throughout this month. Knee injuries, muscle injuries. It's just too much football these players are playing. Just after the international break, training hard on internationals. I just see someone getting injured in our team. Yeah, one comes back, one goes back out. That's how I see this team. So I don't see Marino. I see Marino either having one of them games where, you know, he scores, you know, a beauty. But then again, I can see Marino not doing much in the game as well. I think this is a big game for Saka. You know, I don't know why, but I just think Saka's going to do something on Sunday. You know, he does like playing against Spurs. So for that and all that waffle, because I'm a waffle don, I want to go for. It's going to be 2-1, but it's either going to be they score some jammy goal first while we're sleeping, or we score 2 goals, comfortable, and then they get a goal, I don't know, just some really crappy, we weren't concentrating goal towards the end of the game, just some sloppiness or something. So, yeah, 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a wicked game of football. I'm not going to lie, man. They're going to come and do a low block thing. They're really good on the road because of that low block. Because when they're at home, their crowd eggs them on to go play ball. If you remember that Chelsea game they were playing, every back pass, the crowd was moaning, pass the ball forward, pass the ball forward. They don't have that at the Emirates. They will be allowed to sit back. They won't have much of the ball. We'll have most of it. And, you know, we struggle against low block, but I think we actually probe. Not going to be the 4-2s with the Aubameyang and the Torreiras. It's not going to be that type of game. It's going to be, yeah, I'm going for a stinky 1-0 Arsenal.
Wow, 1-0, you know. Wow.
Yeah. We score. We unlock him in the 64th minute and then see out the game. Mm-hmm.
See, them type of games are dangerous, you know, because...
Yep, very dangerous. Yep, just like the Fulham game, just like the West Ham game.
Arsenal... Typically, if we haven't scored within like half an hour, then the crowd starts to get jittery. And the other team, by half time, they seem to build that confidence that, you know what, we can give them a go in the second half. So, that scoreline's tight, man. And they've got Mawani as well, innit? I don't rate him too much, but he's the type of guy, innit? You know, you give him a chance.
Yeah,
you know?
Kudus is their only attacking player that I really fear, and not sure if he is up to fitness, match fitness, sharp, and all that stuff. Yeah, I just think we're better than Tottenham, and you know, not all 1-0s are created equal. Some 1-0s can be dominant, because if you look at the Champions League game with Real Madrid and Liverpool, you would have think Liverpool won the game 6-0. You know, the chest that came out of that, and it was a stinky 1-0 game because they carried that chest to Etihad and got punched up. You know, they rode that wave to, hey, we're back, because they were back. Monster, you were back after Madrid, and then you went to Manchester and your ass fell out. So it's not all 1-0s are created equal. Could be a comfortable 1-0, but could be a jammy 1-0 as well. But we play Sunday, right? The game of consequence that could affect how the feeling around the fan base is. If the big blue shark go to St. James's Park and turn over Newcastle, then they're 1 point behind us, bro. So how you see that one playing out? You know, Specs and the Jordy Dread and D-Man. The 2G show could be different next week. D-Man could come out with chess with his Livramento is better than Timber and Chow is better than Saliba. Right? He might do something for us then, since your defense is that damn good, yeah? How you see City and Newcastle playing out on tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Yeah, the way D-Man's chatting as well, big up to D-Man as well. The way he's chatting about his team, that he's not expecting anything, then that's the mentality that I see Newcastle at the moment, that, you know, they've not got no belief. Eddie Howe, he's making some weird decisions at the moment, bro. You know, it's almost like the fans and the team are just that, and you know, the confidence isn't there right now. You know, they want to, you know, they won the EFL Cup last season, but they've not kicked on this season. And I think the Isak rubbish has, I think it's drained him a bit, man. I think it's kind of like, I wouldn't say finished him, but it's taking its toll in some respect. So I'm not expecting nothing from Newcastle, you know. Newcastle, you know, there's only certain teams that only have chess when it comes to Arsenal,
Yeah.
they only have belief when it comes to Arsenal, and that's Newcastle and Chelsea. Yeah, all other teams, yeah, they got doubt about. You know, it could be Wolves going to, you know, wherever, Newcastle or Chelsea, and they have doubt. But Arsenal at the top of the league, they think they're going to get something from. So, yeah, I'll be happy with a draw, to be honest. But City got something. I think City got something for Newcastle. I don't think they're that good. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 City win.
What did I go for? I don't trust Newcastle, man.
I don't trust them, man. I don't trust them, man.
I don't trust them, man. They're 2 points from relegation. You know, they're over the relegation zone with the best midfielder. You know, with Walter Martin, the best striker other than Haaland. With Child, the best center back other than better than Saliba. Like, brother, you men are in Man United territory. Your bottom half of the table on negative goal difference. That's where we expected Man United to be. You know, so that's what happened. United and Newcastle traded places.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, United are up where Newcastle thought they would have been, and Newcastle are right where they belong. Yeah, matter of fact, I think they score first. I think they give us some hope, and then Haaland does Haaland thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be likely, wouldn't it?
Yep. Just like at was it the Bournemouth game? Like, because Bournemouth had gotten back into the game against City, right? And then City you know, we're moving on. Now you let me see what the chat's saying. Chat, let me know what your predictions is for Newcastle City. Can Newcastle throw a wrench in the title run? Gunnar Falash said, we need to hope and pray that Rice is not getting injured next. We have no adequate replacement. Right? He is our single point of failure at this point. Because if he goes out, you know, we have the target man that gets on the end of his deliveries for set pieces out, and then he'll be out. Yeah, because we can't afford that. Rice being injured is a check that we can't cash. So we'll have a meaningless piece of paper with a whole lot of zeros on it and can't go to the bank. We can't cash that. We cannot afford. Now, we know this. The manager knows this. So, right, we have to protect them. Train lightly. That Declan Rice is fit as a fiddle. Don't need to have him running around like a headless chicken in training. You take care of that boy because we need him. There was reports that we had interest in Ethan. I could see it, but Monster say 3-0 City. Hey, fair play. But speaking of teams that you
last game as well, at 5:30 as well. So,
is it?
I might not even watch that, you know, because that might just dampen my spirit. And you know, if it's to see City going 1 point behind Arsenal tomorrow, yeah, it's not going to be nice. That's pressure. That's pressure, and that's what Arsenal don't like. We don't like pressure.
Yeah, the big blue shark. The Ducks say we're gonna draw with the Spuds. That's as good as a loss, you know.
Ooh.
Because if these results hold, then we're 2 points. We're 2 points ahead.
Let me ask you a question. If we go behind City, is there no chance?
Not unless they capitulate. Because they run away with leagues. They chase people down, they run away with leagues. We don't chase.
Even at this early stage though.
Yeah, because I've never seen us chase anyone down. We couldn't keep an 8-point lead. We damn sure ain't gonna make up a deficit. You know? Unless they go through a dip.
Put everything into the cups then.
Yeah, and even if they go through a dip, then you know the dip is one part of the equation. Then do you trust us to make up when they go into a dip? I mean, to be fair, we did do it against Liverpool, right? Liverpool went into a dip and we made up for it.
Yeah.
But City, when they get on a run, you know, it's just they have the know-how and they have that Pep guy, you know, and he has gotten Nico Gonzalez playing at a level now where he can afford to get Rodri fully fit for the run-in, right? And I
told you about this guy, man. I told you, Nico Gonzalez, man. He will hold the fort.
Yeah. So you know now
he's had a season already.
Yeah, and now he's even put Vardio back into his right position now that he has Nico playing left back. You know, so he has figured out a formula. Forden has hit form again. He remembers how to play football now. Doku is cooking everybody. Yeah, I don't think we could see City doing a Liverpool and losing 4 straight. I don't, you know, and then we have to go to their ground. Another one of the reasons why I was so annoyed at that 1-1 at the Emirates, because it wasn't they took a point from us. Then we have to go to their gaff in match week 33. Business end of the season.
Those 7 points haunt you in it to this day, don't they? Those 7 points haunt you to this day, isn't it?
They do. They do.
So, and I can understand that.
Yeah,
I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, big up to the assembled. Easy win for City, in my opinion. Newcastle are struggling. I mean, there is a narrative that Newcastle get up for the big guns, because they did give us a good game, and they gave Liverpool a good game with 10 men. But, you know, can they do it with a surging Man City? See how it goes. Did you see the stuff Rice said about Arteta? Dude was mad. He's a nice guy, isn't it? He's just you'll never get a critical word out of Declan. You know, he'll tell you how great. Yeah, I signed for Arsenal because of Mikel. The training is great. Right? Let you pull up with an injury, and every one of us is going to hate Arteta even more, because we know that you're being run into the red line right now. If we go behind City, then we can't fall off more than 3 points behind. Yeah, striking distance. You have to. And that would make us have to go to the Etihad and win. And can you imagine us having to go to the Etihad and win? Brother. And to be fair, the 89 team did go to Liverpool and have to win by 2 clear goals. So we did that. So crazier things have happened in football. But
why do we have to? Why can't we? You know what Pep said, yeah? He said, if Arsenal still keep pulling away, from us, then that means, do you know what I mean? We're going to win the league. Obviously, he's doing these mind games, yeah, but and he's saying now in March and April, whatever he was saying. But if we do continue to pull away and, you know, defy odds that, you know, we're beating teams that, you know, we didn't beat last season, then there's going to be that belief. We're going to have players coming back, because I don't think there's many teams in the league that can actually beat us. Yeah, they can maybe upset us with a draw or stuff, but it's going to be a shock to see our first loss to, maybe, no disrespect, a lower side team. Very shocked. You know, I'll be like, we'll be an instant shock, because Arsenal don't lose many games. You know, they draw more games than they lose. And that's the problem that we had last season. We drew too many games. If we can win these games or turn those draws into wins, then come on, man. Come on.
I mean, you called it nasty November for a reason, you know? And so the reason is, you looked at the fixtures, you looked at our fixtures, and you look at their fixtures, and they have a more favorable run than ours. And, you know, it started at the Stadium of Light. Like, so you looked at the fixtures, you know, football, and you formulated an opinion that this month could be very tough for us. And it's proven to be true so far, based on the fixtures that we have. You know, so nasty November could, it's not meant to be nice. You know, Jack Lyon says, I think Newcastle win against City and we win our game.
I hope so.
You know, Arteta trusts our players to make subs at the right time. Like, for once, he must get this right. And I think if he gets it right, we can navigate nasty November well. You know? And we heard after the start of the season that we had, that was tough, right? Newcastle away, Old Trafford, Anfield. That was a tough start for any team, right? Yeah. And we got out of that, not unscathed because we lost at Anfield, but we got out of there okay. So the question was being asked, or it was being said that, is this Arsenal different? And I was like, no, we get through nasty November, then I think that question will be answered. Okay, this team is different because we faced 2 patches of some rough fixtures, and we came out of that with first place, even with injuries to critical players. So after these next 4, we will know if this team is different or same old Arsenal. Doku is on smoke, yeah, bro. He's cooking everybody. And Timber kept him quiet. So this is another reason why I trust that.
Docker will calm down again, man. He's just having a nice little purple patch, but he'll calm himself down soon, man.
Yeah. We won't win anything with Marino up front. But I'll tell you what, if the chance falls to anyone, he's kind of calm in front of goal, isn't it? There was a big debate on Dan Potts' show the other day of who should start up front. What is he a better finisher than Kai Havertz? And yeah, he is. He's very calm in front of goal. He's very clinical.
But does the team play better with Marino up top? That's another question. I think
not for 90 minutes. No. I think he can do a job there for 18, 20 minutes. But you don't want it. I know we went to the Bernabeu with him, but that was right. That's all we had. We had no one else. But yeah, he can't be the guy starting up front. Last season was Sterling trying to rescue games. This season, too many options. Well, Ethan needs to be one of those options, boy 10. And so far, he hasn't been. Doc said we could be beating teams we lost to last year, but then drop points to the team we beat last year. Yeah, like Anfield away and like City at home. Yep. The fact we're still having conversations 6 years should be telling enough. Right?
We should be beating everyone now.
Yeah,
that's what we should be doing.
If we go behind City, followed by we shouldn't be going behind anyway. Yes, sir. Where we at? Darren says, I think they paid Rice to say that shit. No way he actually. Yeah, he's just not gonna give the media anything, right? He's a politician. He's gonna put on the politics. He's media trained, They teach them in the academy, like the media will ask you this is how you pivot from that question when they ask you about the manager, when they ask you about training tactics.
You guys got to remember as well, that these guys see the manager every day, innit? They train with him, they sit down, probably eat lunch, dinner, whatever. They're around him all the time, so what they see of him is completely different to what we see of him, innit? It's like, I chat to BBK quite a lot. Not all the time, but we talk now and again. I talk to people in our group, 15 Guns, and we have conversations that we wouldn't have with the chat, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's different, innit? It's different for the players, innit? We want to see results, we want to see trophies, and these guys, they have more of a relationship innit with him, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't say father-son type, but maybe like an older uncle type, innit?
Yeah, I agree. Every season under Blunderman is different. It still hasn't added up to the same result. Yep. Do people think the players don't trust the manager? I think they don't trust this. I don't think they have any personal grievances against him. But I do think as a player, you have a football brain as a player. And when you're at the Stadium of Light and you see you're leading 2-1 and you see Saka can't run and you see Trossard can't run and then you see the manager take off Eze and bring on Mascara, you're like, the fuck? Like, it's not just football, bro. I have had leaders that made questionable decisions that impacted my well-being, my life, but you still overcame it. Like, you can win in spite of bad leadership sometimes, right? So if the players on the pitch are looking like, damn, if he brings on Ethan or he brings on Max, we have an outlet. That's a fair assessment to make. I think the question is decision making at times. Doesn't mean they don't trust.
I do believe that players do get frustrated with him when he's doing all of this on the touchline and all that. Because I've seen Ben White a couple of times like, talking to me. Shut up, man. Play my football, I've seen players that have got frustrated, and you would get frustrated, innit? Trying to play managers like constantly like, let me play my football. And one thing about micromanagement, man, is that it's very annoying, and some people
it is
don't thrive in that environment. I think with every company and all that, you're gonna have people that like you, you're gonna have people that don't like you. But the people that don't like you, they're not gonna say, "Oh, I don't like you." They're gonna keep it quiet. They're gonna keep it quiet. I don't like everyone at my work, but I'm not rude to them or disrespectful. I'm just like, all right, I'll let you chat your shit, innit? But
yeah, I hear it, man. But the team that's Outside looking in, 6 points behind us. They kick off the weekend at Turf Moor, Burnley. Chelsea, who are quietly in the title race, even though they won't say it.
They're at home, aren't they?
Nah, it's at Turf Moor.
Oh, is it? Oh,
okay. Yeah, it's at Turf Moor. So I don't think any other team who has spent $2 billion, who walks around with championship belts and sunglasses on streams, would have 81 points to play for and 6 points to make up and say, "Oh, that's too much for us to make up." I don't think Liverpool would get away with that. I don't think we would get away with that.
Listen, why is there no Chelsea man in this chat? That's one thing you don't see in our chat is Chelsea fans.
There's this one called CFC something. After the Liverpool game, he pops in here. So after we play them, if they get a draw or a result, he'll be here.
He'll be here. Yeah. Chelsea Dan, I know there's a guy called Chelsea Dan. Big up to him as well. Yeah, Chelsea fans are just jokers, and big up to Hannah as well. And
matter of fact, I'm getting Jimmy Spliff on here next week, so that should
be Oh my god, that is gonna be Champions League, bro.
Yeah,
you know that guy shouts all the time, though. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to talk,
Stephen A.
You know you're not gonna be able to talk with that guy,
Well, I think if I can stream with Tony.
Huh?
I think if I can stream with Tony, I can. Because the thing is, Tony don't yell, but you don't get a word in with Tony.
Yeah. No, but Jimmy shouts
Tony, man. I might as well just
Jimmy shouts over you. Jimmy does the shouting thing, and you're like,
yeah.
And he hates Arsenal as well,
He does. Yeah, he does. But yeah, you think they beat Burnley, right? They beat Burnley comfortably. We peppered Burnley. Burnley was supposed to be banana skin. We peppered Burnley.
These man will just beat Burnley, and then you see the thing about these Chelsea fans, and it's not all of these Chelsea fans, I was seeing chat about, this Burnley game is going to be difficult, I can see us like messing up at Burnley, and I was like, what is this, man? What is this? This is the world champions talking like this, yeah?
Of the world, Craig.
What kind of idiot nonsense is this? Yeah? They should win that game easy, yeah? And if they lose or they draw, I'm cooking all of them. Yeah? But they should win this game easy, no doubt. Because that is it Scott Parker? Who's their manager? He's a bit of a fraud, man. The man are going down, man.
Yeah, he was a fraud at Fulham. Fraud, yeah. He's just not the guy. He's not the guy.
3 points, man. So score. I want to go for 3-0 Chelsea.
3-0, yeah. Yeah. Some reason that after international break, 12:30 kickoff, I think they'll stink this one out.
Yes, 30, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's to be a shit game.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a dead game of football. Slim Handler said 3-2, but yeah, I think Chelsea get the 3 points.
Weren't they saying that game might be called off though because of the storm or something? I heard something. I heard something about that. But I don't know if that's 100% true.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Slim Handler say 3-2. I don't know. Must be Chelsea. 3-2 to the Chelsea. But there's let me see some rapid fire for the other games. This could be a good one. I showed the score. Brentford, Brighton. I think this could be a good one.
I think Brighton win. 2-1.
2-1 Brighton. Yeah. Because like every week when I look at the fixtures, I look at a game that I'm a neutral game, and I'll be like, okay, what game I can just watch some football where I have no.
That looks like a good game, that Brighton and Brentford game. That'd be a good game, I think.
I'm gonna watch that one and see what that one is like. But Liverpool Forest, bro. Forest gave Liverpool their only loss last year at Anfield. I know that stung them. They might want some revenge.
Do you know what I think Liverpool are gonna do well in this game? Because Wirtz isn't playing. This is that type of, well, I didn't make this change type of thing, yeah, where everything's just falling into place in it because Wirtz isn't playing. You maybe brought someone else who's probably gonna play a little bit better. So I can see them. I can see them winning this game. Yeah, so I think they're going to win maybe 2-0.
Yeah, there's no way they lose this. If they lose to Forest three 2 games in a row.
Garch is going to frustrate them though. He's going to frustrate them though for a bit though. He will keep it tight. So you know, but Liverpool, we know what they're like on a low block, man. They just keep waves of attack until they score. So yeah.
I think they have enough.
Yeah. And if they lose, LFC Monster, please show up on my stream.
United Everton Monday night game.
Yeah, United. I think they win that game. Everton up and down, innit? They got some good players, man. And I would take. And he's another player he's another player, yeah, that a lot of people sleep on as well. I think they win this game. I think United are starting to find their feet again. Sesko's injured, but Cunha and Wermo, I think they'll be all right in this game. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 United win. Casemiro it's important that Casemiro plays in this game though, because I think he's one of their best players right now in the midfield.
Yeah. After United's big result against Liverpool and Brighton, you know, said United are back to factory results. They're back to factory settings, bro. They're back to thinking up the place.
Stinky, yeah.
Back to thinking up the place. They're enjoying this.
Jack
Grealish and Jive masterclass. Bro. They're not winning this. Everton are going to Old Trafford and they're leaving with something. They won't win it, but they're leaving with something. Yeah, they're leaving with something. And then United fans and Liverpool fans will start fighting again, because then Liverpool will go back above United. And then it's going to be, you know, you thought you were this, you thought you were that. Yeah, Scamarim back to his, Scamarim, yeah. They might even score first at Old Trafford and it's rocking, then they switch off. You know, they're not a disciplined bunch. They're not, you know, so can they both lose somehow? I mean, yeah, a 1-1 is a decent result for you, considering you're gonna beat Forest easily. So yeah, I got you to win that one, man.
Are you a little bit what's happened there? Is this your daily
what's that?
Daily what is it? Wi-Fi. Sometimes I see you freeze when I watch you, man.
I'm freezing now.
Are you?
Did I freeze?
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Oh, yeah, brother. I paid $94 for this shit internet, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I was gonna say something, yeah. Are you gonna be do you think we're gonna be shocked about someone coming back for Arsenal on Sunday? Like a player that I don't know. What? He's on a potential.
I think we might see Gyökeres and Madueke on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you're not surprised. So you're not shocked then now. You're not surprised.
I'll be shocked if they start.
Yeah.
Even this. But I heard Nagelsmann say he had a setback. You know? So I don't think he will be fit, but I think Gyökeres and Madueke will be on the bench, because I've seen what's his name? Madueke actually played 2 behind under 21s or behind whatever, yeah. So he's been getting fitness, but I think him and Gyökeres might be on the bench. But Odegaard, no. The damn Norway coach sent him home, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to see Calafiori. Like, bro, if he's injured, he's injured. We saw what playing Benjamin White on an injury when he needed surgery did to him. He does not look like the same player, bro. You know, we gave Timber had an ACL the first game of the season. He was out the entire season, fully recovered from that injury. Look at him now, back to top form. You know, Ben White was being played while he was injured, so just let Calafiori rest, man. I said, can't wait for Odegaard to come back so he can have it out with Bruno, yeah? Nagelsmann just brought Havertz, bought into the Swolverse PR machine. Yeah, I think Gyökeres will be on the bench though. But couple rapid fire for the rest of the games, man. Is it Sunderland Fulham at Craven Cottage? This could be a good one as well.
Oh, I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw.
2-2, yeah. Fulham is due for a result, man. They've been getting some dodgy results.
Yeah, but isn't that idiot? What's his name? The manager. What's his name? Marco Silva, man. He's a guy.
You don't rate Silva?
Man. Huh?
You don't rate Marco?
He just gets on my nerves, man. He disappoints me. So he loses games sometimes, and you just think, do you know what I mean? Like he'd be in the game for so long, yeah, and then he just do something stupid will happen, and they end up losing or something. It just winds me up, man. It winds me up. I want Fulham to do well.
I think they've gotten some dodgy calls this weekend now in this season, man. I've seen even the United game. I see that damn Lenny Euro push Brandon Bassey in the back, and they went to VAR and still didn't.
Yeah.
They've been on the end of some dodgy calls.
Yeah,
you know, I think they're a good side on the day, and it's at home. I give them a chance. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, the rest of these games are dead, man. West Ham, Bournemouth.
2-1 Bournemouth.
Yeah, I got the same. And Leeds and Villa.
Leeds and Villa.
I'm interested in Villa because we have them soon. I want to see Villa's form and how they play. It's at Ellen Road.
Villa has to win this, innit? 2-1 Villa.
What my scores, Brad? Palace Wolves.
Palace 2-0.
You watching my scores, brother?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, these games are shit, but the results will be something completely different
right now, bro.
Didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming. But are you doing any watch-alongs tomorrow for any of the games that we're having?
I don't want to watch no ops. I don't care about any other team tomorrow. I will watch the game tomorrow. I'm glad you brought the Brighton and Bournemouth game because I didn't know that was being played. I'm not watching none of my ops tomorrow because I'll be vexed if I see them win. So I'll obviously see the result, but I'm not watching that. I'd rather watch
that's a 3 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, I watch Brighton and Brentford, and then the big one Sunday. Watch along, definitely on that. Everyone's invited, man, even yourself. But I know you're going to be in the bedroom eating waffles and pancakes. With some of that maple sauce, maybe some bacon on the side, some hickory smoked bacon. With the coffee, just watching the game.
Yeah. Slim Handle said that Sunderland Fulham could be tasty. 2014 when they were bottom of the table and won there. Hey.
Yeah,
could be.
But Sunderland are due for a loss as well, and then it just makes that if they lose to Fulham, it just makes our game make us look stupid, Yeah. It makes us look like fools.
Yeah.
So don't let that happen, Fulham,
Yeah. That would have been a big 3 points for us, man, on the road. 2-0 Villa, 3-1 Palace. We need to have some games where we stat pad. Yeah, let it be Sunday. We need to we need a goal difference game, right? We need to batter top team. We battered Forest and Leeds, but we need to slap up one of the big boys. So one of the top 6 teams. We need that. Like the 5-0 against Chelsea a couple of years ago. We need some of that, man.
I just feel that we just put the handbrake on when we score like couple goals. We just like, okay, we're going to take it easy now. We're not going to just go for the jugular. We need to have a little bit more of a hungrier mindset, man. Be ruthless. I'm scoring 5 on you today, 4. I don't care. I hate you. I want to score. I don't want to take it easy. Yeah. Look at we should be angry this season.
Yeah.
We haven't won the title in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Why are we too nice?
Yeah. Did you hear Nagelsmann's comments?
What about Havertz?
Now about verts and that they don't know how to use them. He said something that
What?
Slot doesn't know how to use them or something along. Yeah, I'm
Is it?
paraphrasing, but he pretty much says, yeah, everyone can see that verts has the quality, this and that, but
Yeah.
you know they don't know how to use them. Something along
Well, he
those lines.
does have the quality. Do you know what? He's not wrong though, is he? He's not wrong though, is he?
So you know, I guess Monster is taking that as a dig at Slot.
The thing is though, yeah, when you see Wirtz play for Germany, yeah, he looks twice the player than he is at Liverpool right now.
Why do you think that is?
Because Nagelman gives him the keys. Yeah, he lets him, you know, he gives him that freedom, you know, Wirtz clearly feels comfortable with him, isn't it? You know, he clearly sees Nagelsmann, he clearly respects Nagelsmann on that level as well. I don't know, man. It's just it's strange. We're 11 games in, and you know, Wirtz is still struggling. I think he's got an injury right now. But it's strange. I really do think that the price tag is troubling him right now. I think that price tag, you know, it costs that much money. You know, people are expecting bits from him, but it takes time, you know, in the Premier League as well. You know, people are expecting him to, you know, hit the ground running. But it hasn't happened like that. And people say, yeah, he will come good, he will come good. He might do, he might not. You don't know.
Yeah, I hear it. Monster's saying he's unlocking players like Arteta for the national team. You know what I think it is, though? Part of it, if you look at those assists that he had, especially the one to Sane against Slovakia, just look at how much time and space that he has on the ball. That's the problem with him. In the Premier League, he thinks that he will have all that. That's not happening, bro. Caicedo is going to clatter into you and let you feel something on that play. The quality is there for him to deliver the pass. You know this. Yeah, but he thinks he's gonna have that time that he had at Leverkusen that he has with the German national side. You don't, bro.
He's quick enough though to be able to navigate these things, though. Yeah, he's quick. He's got quick feet. He's a good dribbler. Yeah. You know, he's techie. He's a techie baller.
But you know, like the greats always tell you that the game is played up here, because if Alan Saint Maximum had speed and tricks, but he couldn't read the game.
Yeah.
So you can have all the tech you want to. You have to get rid of the ball quicker in the Premier League, bro. You just have to. These men will clatter into you and take the ball off you, and that's the problem.
How come Cole Palmer then? He's just got something about him, Cole Palmer.
The spaces he takes up.
Yeah, because he's languid style, but he knows when to release the ball. He knows when to pass it. You know, he's got that.
Yep, speed is a bonus in football. It can't be what you rely on. You can't, because if that was the case, Adama Traore would be a world beater, right? Because he's faster than everyone, but he just doesn't read the game. Sergio Busquets is slower than me, bro.
Yeah,
but he just plays it. Even David Silva, he was never fast. But you play
even Bernardo Silva's not fast.
You're 2 steps ahead. So that's it. But when he gets that part, once that clicks, when he knows that he has to just take up better spaces and read the game a step ahead, he'll go, because the quality is there.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm not saying that he's not a good player. I just think, you know what, that pressure in it. Remember, Liverpool are trying to retain a league title again. He's coming to a side where, you know, they thought Liverpool were going to kick on to doing great things. And the season's not over, by the way. And Liverpool, I don't think they still are in, you know, free cups as far as I'm concerned, free competitions. So, you know, they still can win the Champions. They could win the EFL. They can still win the FA Cup as well. So, you know, they could be looking at, you know what, maybe a Champions League, maybe a Champions League and an FA Cup. You know, they've got their options still, you know. And as I said, the Premier League's not over as well. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen, man, in the next 10, 15 games.
Yeah, they got 2 more games to lose, and then it's Champions League, FA Cup.
Champions
They
League.
leave themselves no more margin for error.
Yeah.
Big up the revolutionary part. Say doesn't Nagelsmann play 2 10s?
Who's he play? Works in,
A lot. He experiments a lot, bro.
he's a good manager, you know. I like
Yeah.
him, you know.
Yeah, he's one of these new couple. He does a madness. Verse just got to learn this ain't Bundesliga. With those situations, would be 3 touches, you only get 2. Bang, bang, man, the Klattner into him, bro, cleaning him up. A lot of Prem greats from overseas have had the first season to get into football over here and go on to do great things. Yeah,
you know, you can say the same thing for Turkey as well, though. Turkey just seems to he seems to have adjusted to the Premier League just straight away.
You have some guys that do. Some guys that I think Ilkay Gundogan adjusted to the Premier League just fine from doing. You have some guys that will do it. Even KDB to an extent adjusted to the league. Some guys just don't. But some guys' reading of the game exposes them, and it's something that you can develop. But you see it, because you'll see the play needs to be made, and then you see him being closed down, but he doesn't feel the pressure. Holds on to the balls too long, and it's going the other way in this Premier League. Big up to Godfrey. Big up to you, bro. We'll see how Hurts loves playing together. Yeah. And I think, I tell you what, I am glad that we are playing Bayern Munich while this guy is injured still, or he's just coming back into fitness. When he gets back, then Kane moves back into the striker position, and then he drops into the thing. Because right now it's so easy for Bayern that Kane is in the 10 and they're playing Nico Jackson in the 9 sometimes. So it's big up to you, man. Make sure that we are subscribing to the Waffle Don people. Make sure that you are hitting the like button.
Make sure you subscribe. Hey, listen, but people though, more importantly though, I don't see many of you making comments after the stream, man. All you have to do is just, once the stream is finished, you know what, BBK, let me just put in a comment, you know what, I didn't agree with what you said, or you know what, just put in a comment, man, and hype the video. Do you get people hyping your videos, bro?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know if that does anything. I honestly don't even know. I know it's just build one at a time. Still, I don't even know. On the issue of Wirtz in the Bundesliga, I've been watching the film on Nusa for Leipzig. Some of the moments on the ball that he gets, I can't see him getting any of those moments in the Prem, right? You see, that league, especially this damn club, I don't trust, bro. This damn Leipzig club, there's too many busts I've come from that league. From Werner to Nkunku, Nusa would just be another chip off the block.
Yeah.
The Prem, clamp him. Absolutely clamp him. If Musiala was fit, forget about this Bayern game. But you don't trust Super Mick. What are we doing? And you got the opposite too. Players having an amazing first season, but never develop into becomes a one-off. I hear it. My phone can't even run the YouTube app. Getting a new one for Christmas. Hey, watch it on your laptop, my bro. Kane on fire though. BBK would be silly not to play him at the moment. Now I'm talking about in the 10. I've seen they play him in the 10. Company play him in the 10 and play Nico Jackson in the 9. But that league is so easy for Harry Kane. You could play him as an 8, and he will still bang 30 goals over there, bro. It's just one of them ones. He's just head and shoulders above that league. I don't trust Arteta to have a fix for Musiala. Put Declan on him to clamp him down. But yeah, man, double pivot. But yes, people, big up to you. Big up to everyone for tuning in. Brother Waffle Don, remind the people of all the shows you got coming up, bro. The 2Gs, all the stuff,
Do you know what, bro? At the moment, I think I'm starting to come down with something. So I don't know what shows I'm going to be doing, but hopefully tonight, 6:30, I've got a show. Maybe something tomorrow. You know what? It varies every day. So, I might have a show, I might not have a show. Just check in it. Just check in, because me, once I go live, I don't tell anyone. I just go live. So if you're around, come and join. If not, then it's all good as well, man. Big up to everyone. To the chat.
You heard it, people. Make sure that you are showing the Waffle Don some love. My stream partner in crime gives you free content every Friday here on BBK and his own channel as well. He's become a complete striker at Bayern. He is mad, and it's right up.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
He's the one.
He will come back to the Premier League as well, won't he? Kane.
But I think he can play in that league until he's 40. I think he might stay over there and break all kind of records. You know what? I think if he was closer to the Alan Shearer record, it would have been like, I'm gonna give Byron 2 years. But I can even see him leaving Byron and giving himself another challenge. You know, do the Lewandowski thing, leave Byron and go to Barca. Because Lewandowski, I think Lewandowski's 37 years old, bro. They need a striker.
How old's Kane? 32 or something?
233. There's this. I think he's around the same age that Lewandowski left and went to Barca.
Wow.
That Barca team gets a striker, bro. Because there's pressure there. They haven't won the Champions League since 2015. There's pressure there to win.
What? 10 years?
11. Going on 11 now. Yeah. 2015 when Luis Enrique and Messi was there. That's when they last won the Champions League. Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's why they fired Xavi. Because, you know, when Xavi was there, even though they won the league, that's when you still drop down to the Europa if you finish third, and they sacked him for that. They want to win that.
They're the second most holders of the Champions League, Barcelona.
It's Real Madrid.
No, they're first, Real Madrid, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Are they second, Barcelona?
No, I think second is Inter.
Inter.
I think Inter has like 7. Inter or AC. One of them fucking Milan teams has like 7. You know, yeah, you know, historic. You know, we ain't even in the conversation. You know, it's like it's mad. Hey, we could get off the mark this year. You know, get our big ears. You know,
quickly before we go, what's his name? YG. What's his name? Yorkshire Gunner. He had a little clip that said that. I saw it on Instagram. It goes, he still wants Arteta out, even if he wins a trophy. And I was thinking to myself, if Arteta wins a Champions League, would you still want him out? That's what my question would be to him. Because he's vexed of the past 6 years, isn't it? Of not and seeing Crystal Palace win one trophy, this club win one trophy. Well, you've only just won one trophy, isn't it? Madrid, Milan, Bayern.
Yeah, I knew it was one of them damn Milan teams. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? And what would you say to that,
bro? If Arteta wins the Carabao and the FA Cup, he stays for me. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not that guy to be get him out. Bro, if you win the Champions League, he stays. You win the Premier League, he stays. You win the Cups double, he stays. You know,
I'm of that opinion as well. I think that's a little. He's just like, because we haven't done nothing in the 6 years or something.
Nope. I'm all about the trophy. I'm not doing the whole get him out even if we win thing. I'm not that. And there's if you feel that way, cool. I'm not here to change your mind about it. But my only gripe with Arteta is that he's not winning. So he starts winning, I'm quiet. I'm shutting up.
No, you can't be too quiet because we still got to run content, man.
But I'm talking about being quiet on his name. Then it will turn from criticism to praise. The only caveat that I have though is that if you win the Premier League, Champions League, or the Cup double, it doesn't buy you another 5 years of winlessness. You don't go, oh, I got this now. It's no. It's okay. You're on a year-to-year lease before you get it about
100%. That does give the top leaders though 5-year lease though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. If we win the champs, they'll build a statue for him.
Hey, did the North Side say something like that? North Side said something like that.
They caught him in the jam. I was like, ooh. I was like, no, we can't do that. Like Di Matteo didn't get a statue at Stamford Bridge for one Champions League. You know? And that was their first one. That was Chelsea's first Champions League, right? Yeah, so we can't do that.
They must have been like, got him.
Yeah, we can't do that. I'm sorry. You know, if he does a Premier League, Champions League, or say he does a treble, then I'll hear it.
Yeah, treble.
I'll hear it. But just one Champions League, nah, brother. Nope. Even Tottenham would laugh at us at that point. I'd be like,
if he wins the treble, you put a poster on in your room.
Super Mick.
Yeah,
brother, he will be massive. I'll take down all my plaques and put a Super Mick. Because then we've arrived, bro. We're sitting at a big boy table for real. Then you know, you know, we'll be sitting with these lot. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but Milan, that's a lot. Yeah, man. But big up, people. Big up for everyone that's locked in. Like the waffledon says, if we said anything out of term that you disagree with or we didn't respond to, make sure you put it in the chat afterwards. We will respond to it. Big up to every single one of you. Thank you for tuning in on another episode of The Warm Up. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.